Good evening and welcome to Chat with Us 7. I'm Rich.
I'm Helen.
Then you probably knew that anyway. We're live today from the American Queen.
Sailing down the Mississippi River. We're just going round a bend in the river.
The big old Mississippi. So it's been a while since we've done one of these, but we thought we'd actually do one because we're in such an incredible location and we'd have a bit of a catch-up because we haven't done one for so long.
Yeah, we did plan to do them on our other cruises we've been on, but they were so busy, we just never got the time to do it, did we? So,
No.
This cruise has been lovely because it's been quite restful. We sort of go, it's so hot at the moment that we go out early in the morning, travel around, see as much as we can in the morning, come back on for lunch and then just chill in the afternoon, don't we?
Yeah, it's been really hot. We did actually record an intro in Antarctica. Welcome to Chat with Us 7, live from Antarctica. And we were going to do Antarctica. We were going to actually film one, but the last 2 days where we were due to film, the sea was a little bit rocky, so we ended up basically taking lots of seasick pills and sleeping for 2 days.
Didn't feel up to it, did we? But obviously the last one we did was in Egypt on the River Nile. Since then we've done Antarctica and Tahiti and Provence. Where else?
California. Any more?
And now we're on the Mississippi.
So it's been really, really busy.
We've done 3 different river cruises this year, which have been absolutely amazing and all so completely different. It's been lovely. So we started off on the Nile, which is, you know, a magnificent experience. The history, if you're a history buff, I mean, the Nile
real
is
ancient
just
history, isn't it?
ancient history, yeah. It's incredible. Then we went to Provence, which was completely different again, and then here to the Mississippi, where the history is relatively young for us, really, and obviously lots of the history is around the cotton plantations and then the American Civil War, which I'm fascinated by. So it's been really interesting for me because I loved it.
But anyway, this is only a quick one,
because
it's 100 degrees out there, believe it or not. It's 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. and it's 100 degrees, and the air conditioning does struggle. So if you walk out there onto the veranda there, or the porch, as they call them, you just instantly melt and you have to come back in again. So anyway, so we'll crack on. Okay, so we did have some questions, which is fantastic, about this current cruise. We were going to take questions of all the previous stuff that we've been doing as well, but it would be far too long, and we'll try and address those in the vlogs when they come out. So the first question is from Amy Rogers. And thank you, Amy. And she says, what has been your biggest positive and negative on your American Queen cruise? That's a really good question. So let's go for positives first.
Well, it's an area that we haven't been to before, so that's really interesting. We've already said, you know, there's lots of, if you're into the history surrounding the American Civil War and cotton plantations and things like that, it's very interesting. It's a really good way to see this part of the country, isn't it? So, and the river itself is lovely. It's very windy, so it makes for quite interesting navigating, doesn't it? It sort of meanders quite a lot. And the ship is lovely.
The ship is amazing. Surpassed my expectations anyway, the ship has. I can't wait to show you in the videos because it is just...
It's a very different cruising experience, isn't it?
It's halfway between being a cruise ship and a river boat, and actually they refer to it as a boat. It's the first cruise I think we've been on a boat rather than a ship. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Okay.
I think that's probably one of the...
Sorry, could you say that again? Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
Can you say that again? Sorry, Siri.
I think that's been one of the biggest positives about it, is sort of the authenticness of cruising on American Queen. So aside from the sort of region, this has been a really interesting, authentic experience, being on a paddle boat, you know. Yeah.
And because it's an authentic steamer, it's not the most modern ship. Yeah, you're not going to get the modern cruise ship experience because it is a traditional paddle steamer, and it's you can see from the wallpaper behind, it's beautiful, sort of flock wallpaper. It's very, very traditional, dark woods. The negative for me actually has been the heat, which is not something that American Queen can deal with. There's been an unusual heat wave this time of year. They don't normally get this until July, August, and it's been like 95 degrees Fahrenheit plus, which is 32 to 35 degrees every single day. and
they don't
very humid as well.
Yeah, they don't sail the Mississippi between July and August because they expect this sort of heat in
the
July
lower Mississippi.
in the low, because they expect this sort of heat in July and August.
Yeah.
But this is unusually early, so it has been very hot. But that's obviously.
So that's the negative for me. I would put it on a level with Cunard in terms of luxury. It's that kind of feel. It's very Cunard-y, but deep south Cunard. Okay, thank you for that question, Amy. The next question is, I'll have to read it from my phone, sorry, from Pumpkin462. As an American, I think the idea of doing a Mississippi River cruise or Great Lakes cruise just seems so odd, as it is our backyard and easier to do weekend or short trips and drive fly. Well, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't go on the Norfolk Broads, would we, for a week?
Well, that's true, no.
You know, same thing. Slightly smaller, perhaps. Especially considering the pricing, true. But from the UK perspective, does it feel like a normal river cruise one might take on the Rhine or the Danube, etc.? Shane. Shane is Pumpkin462. Well, thanks for that, Shane. I think the answer to that question is, I think it's different because it's a bit, I liken it to, it's not like the Danube or the Rhine, or anything like that. It's more like Egypt. It's a completely different flavour from a European river cruise, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, obviously no locks or anything like that, you'd get on European river cruise. And obviously on a European river cruise, you're stopping a lot of time in cities or large towns, whereas here we're stopping in often really quite remote places, aren't they? I mean, the biggest place we've been to so far is Natchez, which has
20,000.
got 20,000.
It's a city with 20,000.
Yeah.
I can't get my head around having a city with like 20,000 people.
No. And that was the biggest place. So a lot of the time we're stopping in really quite remote towns.
But I think what Shane is getting at is like, does he feel that it's a normal river cruise? And I would say no, it's not.
No.
For a start, the actual ship is not a normal river ship, it's a steamboat. And secondly, the Mississippi, well, it's the longest river in the US, one of the longest rivers in the world, one of the most famous rivers in the world. Very wide, very remote, lots of trees, it's quite muddy.
Yeah, there's not much to see as you sail down the river apart from trees on either side. I mean, we think it's beautiful, and like I say, there's lots of meandering, so you go around lots of corners, and we're lucky our suite is right at the front of the ship, so often we can see the corners as they come up, and so, you know, it's been really nice, really relaxing, but it isn't like a European river cruise, no.
Not at all.
Like you say, more like the Nile, probably.
Not at all, yeah, the Nile was lots of barren bits in the Nile.
Yeah.
And this is very similar in terms of, well, the heat is one thing because it was hot in Egypt, but flavour of it is very, very foreign to us, which is what I like. You know, it's completely new.
Yeah.
And we love it. So, yeah. But you are right. I mean, where we live is a little place called the Norfolk Broads, which is quite famous in the UK.
Lots of people would holiday there, but we
wouldn't.
No.
Anyway, look it up, Norfolk Broads, Shane.
We might go out for a day on them, but we wouldn't spend a week on them.
Right.
But, yeah.
Okay. Final question about this trip is from Susanna Hedberg. Thanks for your question, Susanna. I would love to travel around the US on riverboats and trains. Are the river cruises very crowded and expensive in comparison, i.e. to European river cruises? What about service and drinks and food? I love watching your videos. Keep up the good work. Oh, that's really nice.
This is definitely the largest river cruise we've been on. There's 353 passengers on here.
Yeah, I think the capacity is over 400.
Yeah, and
So
I know we've got 353 this week. So yeah, it's bigger than anything we've done. Normally river cruises are about 100, 150, so it's quite a lot bigger. In
terms of flavour and cuisine, it's obviously American based because you've got a lot of Louisiana style food and Cajun food and all that kind of stuff. But that's what we like, it's what we're here for.
We've found the food to be nice, haven't we? Yeah. I find the portion sizes quite large sometimes, but I think that's just...
in America.
Yeah.
I think Americans do like their large portion sizes.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly like to serve them.
Service is good.
they're
The crew
really
are all
friendly.
amazing. They're very
So
friendly. Like Richard said, most of them are from, well, they're all from America. A lot of them from...
we love their accents. They're amazing.
Southern America.
Yeah, well, thanks everyone for those questions. I mean, we could go on, but we better not. I've just got to show you. I'm just going to show you
Hold on a minute.
No, that's all right. I'm just going to show you while Helen's doing that, the view we have sitting here. Forgive the camera being set up on the suitcase to get a bit of height there, but you can see what we're looking at now, and it's beautiful, isn't it? Look, there's the view. There's our front porch. And there's the view as we go down the Mississippi. Isn't that amazing? Now we're going to talk about a giveaway, because we've got another giveaway. We had a giveaway before, didn't we? Which was the trade wind
one, which may now become quite valuable.
Quite sought after, actually. Trade wind are having a few problems, aren't they?
Yeah.
We can't mention too much because we don't quite know for sure. But
no.
Let's hope that the giveaway we do this time, the company won't be is in such strife. And we brought back a few Aurora goodies, Aurora Expedition goodies from Antarctica, and we are going to give them away. Little competition.
Yeah.
So as we did before. We will send them all over the world. I mean, I think when we did the trade wind
Jeremy, we sent it to Jeremy,
was it Jeremy in Canada?
Yes, Jeremy in Canada,
So
one of the trade wind ones. So yeah.
So we hoofed all that lot to Canada. It was quite a big box actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So if you want to win these goodies, it's not just limited to the UK. We will we'll ship them anywhere, won't we?
Hopefully, if they're not I think they're quite light, all of them.
They are quite light. So to win these goodies, just put in the like this video for a start. If you want to share it with your friends, that'd be nice as well. Subscribe if you haven't done already as well. That would be really nice. And leave a comment. Leave a comment anyway, but also put in your comment Aurora. Yeah? Just put the word Aurora, and then we know you're in the competition, and we'll pick a winner. They're really good. They are genuinely off the Greg Mortimer, genuinely purchased by us. Aurora Expedition didn't give us them. We went into the shop and we bought them, didn't we?
Yeah.
While we were in Antarctica. So they come all the way from Antarctica, and we would like someone to win them.
Yeah.
So please subscribe, leave a comment with the word Aurora, like the video, and please share if you can. That would be really nice. Really friendly. Thank you. Okay, so finally, we're going to just start a little thing called Comment Corner, which is I don't think Helen's seen these before, but I just kept a collection of some of the more snarky comments we've been receiving, and
on the YouTube channel,
which are quite funny. You know, I know other vloggers, they put videos up saying, you know, these are our mean comments. These aren't. Well, they are mean.
Some of them are.
Some of them are mean. We do get probably one mean comment out of every 100.
Yeah, we don't get many.
We don't get many. I mean,
most of your comments are lovely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we do get the odd one, so I thought we would go through them, just some of them. Someone put, "Why is this guy whispering as he speaks?"
Do you whisper?
Do I whisper? Am I like a snooker commentator?
You've got like.
And hello and welcome to. I wasn't aware that I was doing that, but there you
funny.
go.
I'm gonna. Whenever you speak now, I'm gonna think of snooker commentator.
Someone put on one of our chat with us is, you'll like this one. Your wife doesn't even like you, so that was hard to watch. You should at least pretend to like each other.
How do they know? How did they guess?
I know. Was that your mum?
It's my mum.
Your mum put that. And actually, if you're watching Helen's mum, we do pretend to like each other, actually, sometimes. So, here's a good one. I don't think you've seen this one either.
I'm going to travel the world with a guy I don't even like. It's hard work.
I know. It's a tough job. I have to live with her. Do you realise that? What's the point of this channel? Nobody cares about old people cruising.
Old people? Okay.
Yeah, considering we're just sort of like at the mean age of cruising. I wouldn't call that old, would you?
Old? Old?
Here we go. That's exactly what they do. It's not unique or inspiring, like seeing young couples travelling, because... Bit of a perv, isn't he?
I feel quite insulted.
Because the expectation is for young people to be poor and working. Oh. So there's big demand for the opposite.
Okay.
Which I suppose is aspirational. But old people cruising? What's next? The best funeral homes reviewed next? Thanks. For a start, we're not quite as old as you probably think.
I was going to say, how old do I look?
I know. Maybe he's one of these.
Funeral
YouTube should
homes.
only be for under 25s.
Our kids do tell us that we're too old for YouTube, so, you know.
Yes.
He's probably got a point.
Yes.
But there we are.
Someone actually put, here's another one. You must have spent all your retirement money on that microphone of yours. Go ahead and live out your radio host fantasy.
He did spend a lot of money on the mic, I think. I don't know.
This one's good.
Radio host.
Thought it was a joke. Viking cruises are good. Mum loves them. But this is like Monty Python. I'm not quite sure what he's on about there. I love Monty Python. If my videos are likened to Monty Python, I'd be as happy as anything.
Yeah, I didn't know you were producing like Life of Brian type
I don't quite know what's
montages.
going on there, dear viewer, but if you like Monty Python, which you obviously do because you've liked it to us, thanks very much. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
And glad your mum loves Viking cruises as well.
We do too.
It's a nice thing.
Yeah.
I did the Crown Princess review and dining guide, and I mentioned, I complained about the plastic
Oh, you did plastic
plates and cups and that in the buffet
in the evening.
Because what plastic plates do, I find, they dissipate the heat really, really quickly, and then as soon as you sat down, if you got yourself some hot food, it's cold.
Yeah.
So as you pour gravy on it, it just like absorbs all the heat, and then it's cold. And I just don't like it. I don't like plastic plates.
Especially
Give
in
us
the
a
evening
crockery
when you
plate.
want to go for a nice evening
It's fine.
meal.
Give us a crockery plate. Plenty of cruisers do it.
Yeah, yeah, most
and I'm
cruise
surprised
lines
Princess
do.
don't. Anyway, so this guy puts really comment about the plastic plates at a buffet. You're kidding, right? If not, then get a life. I'm glad I'm entitled to my opinion.
Princess do now put, well, definitely on the Sky and the Discovery Princess, there were china plates.
Well then.
Yeah. So.
Oh, maybe they've changed
saw
that now.
your video. And
Maybe they saw the video.
Yeah.
So we actually went and stayed in the Torridon, which was a lovely Scottish hotel. Please watch the video because it was a I actually really enjoyed putting that review together. It was really nice, and it was an absolutely beautiful hotel. It's one of the best in Scotland as far as we're concerned. Anyway, someone put, why do non-Scottish people I don't know what that means. Why do non-Scottish people say loch when they should be saying loch? You wouldn't call the composer Bach back. You probably would, actually.
Bach.
Bach. Also, Gaelic is pronounced Gaelic in Scotland, not Gaelic, which is Irish. As the narrator said, poor and annoying narration. Oh. Well, I'm ever so sorry, dear viewer. I'm not Scottish, and pronunciation of words is sometimes a little bit slippery. So, I'm sorry.
I mean, you're lucky you don't get full Norfolk.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, then you really would be worrying.
I'd be going up to Scotland saying, lark, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
That's L-A-R-K. We went and stayed by a lark. So there you go. Finally, the last comment I've got to share is, well, I don't get it. Do you get it? I don't get it. And it goes like this. I tell you what, you're farting Sparks Trapmire.
What?
Farting Sparks Trapmire? No, I tried to Google Farting Sparks Trapmire and nothing came up. So
is it like a name, or have they put it in inverted commas?
If you know what Farting Sparks Trapmire means, please leave us a comment because we haven't got a blooming clue.
We need Susie Dent.
Susie Dent?
Yeah,
Who's that?
Susie Dent from Countdown.
The
does,
wordsmith.
Yes, exactly.
She'll know what
She'll
Farting
tell us
Sparks
what all those
Trapmire
words
is.
mean. Yeah.
Farting Sparks Trapmire!
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Don't know what that means.
Oh, on that note, it's time to wrap things up. It's only been a short one because we want to keep them quite short because if you look at the view statistics, most people trail off anyway. But
please enter the competition to win the Aurora stuff. While you're doing it, go and have a look at the Aurora vlogs. An amazing experience.
Oh,
so definitely worth. They should all be out by the time this goes out. So go and have a look at them. There's 4.
And we've got Egypt coming very, very soon.
Yeah, and Egypt
very, very soon.
Yeah.
And we've got some Californian ones coming up, so you want to stay with that. More Discovery Princess. We've got obviously the American Queen and what we've been doing out on the Mississippi. We've got Wind Spirit in Tahiti. That was extra special. I mean, you've got to watch that. The visuals are beautiful, absolutely stunning. We've got to swim with sharks, stingrays, and all sorts of things.
There's lots to come out. We're trying to have We're going to try and have a bit of a catch up over the summer, aren't we? And get some.
Oh, and also we've got Provence on Ama Christina, which was just the most elegant. Oh, love the wine. So there's lots to come. Please do stay tuned. Please do, if you've got this far, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, enter the competition, and we'll see you all soon. Will we not?
Yes. And goodbye from...
Mississippi. No, I think we're in Louisiana.
We're in Louisiana now, yeah. The southern part of the Mississippi River. Yeah. We're on our way to...
what's that called?
Where are we going to tomorrow?
The big place.
Baton Rouge we're in
Baton
tomorrow.
Rouge.
We're in Baton Rouge tomorrow, so we've just left St Francisville and we're now on our way to Baton Rouge.
Which I think is Louisiana. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, it's
so
all-
many.
it's in
We're
Louisiana.
crossing so many states.
No,
It's
we're all
brilliant.
in Louisiana now.
Okay, so ta-ta for now, as they say. Or as they say in the Mississippi, see y'all later.
Y'all.